the turning point of this graph is the value of x -1, so the value of y is equals to 4. So sometimes the question can ask you to find the maximum value of this graph. So the maximum value of this graph, in this case, you just tell them to say it is y is equals to 4. So the maximum value is y is equals to 4. So sometimes again the question can ask you to find the line of symmetry. So in order to get this line of symmetry, it's simply the x value which is here, which is equals to -1. So basically this is how you deal with this question. So I'm going to put up another example. I'm going to put up another example which will be the last example in this lesson. Okay, so I'm going to put up the last example. So the last example is where you have, let's have a different situation. Okay, so suppose we have something like this, and this is the value of A, and this is the value of C. So our y is equals to x squared minus 4x, x squared minus 4x plus 3. So given this equation, so there's a value of A, C here. Let's put the value of B here. So the question here says find the coordinates of B, A, and C. So in order to find the coordinates of B, A, and C, this is what we are going to do. At B, remember, for you to find the y-intercept, you just set x is equals to 0 here. So when we set x is equals to 0, we're going to get the value of 3. So it means the value that is here is 3. So how do you write the coordinate at B? You're going to say B is equals to 0, 3. So B is equals to 0, 3. To find the A and the C, you're going to factorize the given equation. So the given equation is x squared minus 4x plus 3. How do we factorize this? You come up with the sum and the product. The sum in this case is -4x, and the product is 3x squared. So if we split this number, it will be 3 times 1. For us to manipulate it in such a way that when we add, it should give us -4x. It will be -3x minus x. So we're going to replace this with -4x. It will be x squared minus 3x minus x plus 3. This is what we have. And it is at this point where we need to factorize the given function separately. If we factorize this separately, it will be x, open brackets, x minus 3 closed, minus 1, okay, minus 1. This into that, it will be x minus 3. Then we have x minus 1, and we have x minus 3 is equals to 0. So x minus 1 is equals to 0, and x minus 3 is equals to 0. So this is going to be x is equals to 1, and x is equals to 3. So what does that mean? That simply means that the value that is at A is equals to 1, and the value that is at C is equals to 3. But those are not the coordinates, okay? To write the coordinate, you are going to say the coordinate at A is 1, 0, and the coordinate that is at C is simply 3, 0. So basically, that's how you find the coordinates. So under the same question, you can now be asked to say, can you find the minimum value of y? So the minimum value of y here, we are going to use that same formula. Okay, we're going to use the formula that we gave in the previous lesson and say y is equals to 4ac minus b squared over 4a. So y therefore is equals to 4. The value of a here is positive 1. Then the value of c is 3. The value of b is -4 to the power 2. Everything divided by 4. The value of a is 1. So y is equals to 4 times 1 is 4. Times 3, you're going to get a 12 minus -4 to the power 2. -4 to the power 2 gives you positive 16. Then everything divided by 4. So here we're going to have 4 is equals to 12 minus 16 is -4 over 4. Y therefore is equals to -1. So the minimum value, okay, the minimum value of y is equals to -1. So basically this is how you solve some questions on quadratic functions. So remember, it is important for you to master the formulas that are given here, because these formulas are not given to you in paper 1. In paper 1, the formulas are not given to you. So you must master them. You must know the concept, know which one is the y-intercept, know which one is the x-intercept. You must also know what kind of graph are you likely to have given a question to sketch the graph. You should know that this graph is going to face upwards, it's going to face downwards. How do you know? We said you determine the parabola or the shape of the parabola by the a value, the value of a that it has. So thank you so much for watching this lesson. Thank you so much for being in this lesson. See you in the next lesson. This has been your mathematics teacher, Mr. James.